Hello and welcome everybody, Be Natural here, and welcome to my quick guide on mage combos for the official global release of Bless Online. As you may or may not know, the combat system in the global release is very different from the Korean, Japanese, and Russian versions. The goal of the video here isn't to completely cover every single skill or possibility, but rather to give you a look on what I've been using and what I found to be effective for both PvP and PvE. On top of the skill combos and mixing different stances, you can also specialize your skills with the appropriate skill gems, these being the Sapphire, Rose Stones, and Barrels. Please note that you get a free skill reset voucher at level 45 from the level up box, so don't be afraid to try things out for yourself, and certainly don't take my builds or advice as ironclad rules for the class. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the build that I've been using for both PvE in leveling and in dungeons. I'm currently using Flame Tactic and Mixed Tactic for my PvE build. Although the skill gems, non-chain skills, and abilities are largely preference and scenario based, I've included screenshots of the exact build that I'm using, so you can check it out for reference. I'll be naming combos based on their original button position, then followed by their position on the skill tree. As an example, if I'm calling for our Flame Strike combo, it would be called 3-3-3. As I mentioned earlier, the non-chain skills are very situational, so it's hard to have one designated setup. That being said, I most often use Elemental Discharge, Distortion, Counterspell, and Blink, unless I need to swap out for a specific boss mechanic. Although the rest are personal preference, I highly recommend taking the third path for Distortion so that you can have the 5-second complete immunity. This will help out when you're getting bursted by a player, or if you miss the boss mechanic and need to survive a hit that would otherwise one-shot you. Since skill gem acquisition is almost non-existent at the moment, for the ability section I just went with the options that gave me the most stats possible, while also giving me a little bit of extra boost to crafting experience. My main fire rotation has me starting in Flame Tactic, so we can use our stance effect when we transition into multi-tactic. Make sure you use your 4 before you begin, then use 2-2-2, tilde to swap to multi, then 1-1-1. This allows our 1-1-1 combo to gain stance swap effect of Flame Curse when we crit, increasing our damage output. For AoEing, a combination of using 3-2-2 in multi-tactic, or 3-1-1 or 3-3-3 in Flame Tactic will be enough to take down most packs. Keep in mind though that Flame Tactic's 3-1-1 has an extremely small AoE radius, so try to avoid using it unless the mobs are literally on top of each other. Multi-Tactic's 3-2-2 has a huge AoE and does amazing damage, usually enough to one-shot any regular pack of mobs. For PvP, I'm using Ice Tactic and Multi-Tactic as my two stances. The combo I've had most success with is going 2-2-2, move in close, then 3-1-1. If the target isn't dead, you can follow up with a 1-3-3 or spam 2 to finish them off. I use multi-stance mainly as an ice element dump that gives me extra CC, or in a group setting, some burst damage. With 1000 ice element, swap to multi-tactic, then use 3 for the stun, following it up with either a 3-3 for a little bit of damage and knockback, or a 2-2 if you feel safe to do a large AoE attack. Your 3 will only stun if you have 1000 ice element, so keep that in mind before you stance swap as you'll be locked in for 8 seconds. I usually follow a 3-3-3 with a blink to gain some distance from the enemy. As far as Sapphires go for this build, all of them go on the Ice Tree with an emphasis on damage and a cast reduction on the AoE for my 2-1-1. As far as the non-chain skills go, I'm still testing the different mana shields, but for Blink you should definitely use the CC break rather than the mana increase as I've shown here. A quick note on the Ice Tactic 2 spam. Although it's effective currently and is pretty easy to use, I'd recommend against using it too much, as I feel that it's a little anti-fun and very likely to be nerfed in the coming future. Overall, I'm really enjoying the gameplay and combat system in Bless, and I'm excited to see how future levels and items affect the game. There's so many possibilities regarding builds, combos, matchups, and more. Try your own ideas and let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll be looking to do a video on specific matchups once more players reach level 45, so stay tuned for that guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in game.